If you feel like you're losing everything, remember this. Trees lose every leaf each year, yet they always stand tall. They never complain about the cold season, because they know spring will always return with fresh green leaves. Maybe your life is just like those trees. Today may feel empty, but tomorrow can bring you hope. This story is about a young woodcutter named Kiran. He was kind and hardworking. Every morning before sunrise, Kiran carried his old axe into the forest, ready to work with honesty and determination. He never cut healthy trees. Instead, he collected old fallen wood and sold it in the nearby village. Although he worked from morning till sunset, earning just enough for food each day, yet never complained and believed hard work would change his future. For many years, he carefully saved every coin he earned, dreaming of buying a strong new axe. Finally, after years of patience, Kiran had enough money to visit the village market and buy his dream axe. One day he picked up the new axe and happily walked toward the peaceful forest with confidence. While crossing a small river, Kiran carefully stepped on wet rocks, holding his precious axe tightly. Suddenly, his foot slipped on a slippery stone, and the shiny axe flew into the rushing river. Kiran quickly put his hand into the water and tried to catch the axe before it was gone. The bright morning slowly turned into evening, yet Kiran continued searching with tears in his eyes. Exhausted and heartbroken, he finally sat beside the river and whispered, "I've lost everything." Without his axe, Kiran had no work, no money, and no hope for the future he dreamed about. His cheerful smile disappeared, and even the birds singing outside could not lift his heavy heart. One quiet afternoon, Kiran slowly walked through the forest, thinking his life would never improve again. As he wandered deeper into the forest, he noticed a huge tree standing completely without leaves. Its dry branches stretched toward the sky, making the lonely tree look lifeless and forgotten. Kiran quietly looked at the tree and softly said, "This tree looks exactly like me." Just then, an old forest keeper named Devan walked toward Kiran with a calm and gentle smile. Devan asked kindly, "Why do you believe this tree has reached the end of its life?" Kiran replied sadly, "It has lost every leaf, just like I have lost everything important." The old man smiled and invited Kiran to walk closer to the old tree together. As they stood nearby, Kiran noticed tiny green buds growing quietly on the empty branches. Surprised, Kiran looked carefully because he had never noticed the small buds from far away. Devan gently said, "Every year this tree loses every leaf, but it never loses hope. It patiently waits because it knows another season will come with fresh leaves and new life." Those simple words touched Kiran's heart and filled his mind with hope once again. The next morning, Kiran borrowed an old axe from a kind neighbor and returned to the forest. The borrowed axe was heavy and dull, but Kiran never gave up and kept working every day. Many villagers laughed and told him he would never succeed with such an old broken axe. Kiran ignored every hurtful word because he remembered the lesson the old tree had taught him. Weeks slowly passed, and Kiran saved every coin once again without losing hope. Soon, he earned enough money to buy another strong axe through his patience and hard work. One day, a wealthy merchant noticed Kiran's honesty, determination, and never give up attitude. The merchant offered Kiran a permanent job supplying wood to many nearby villages every week. Kiran accepted the opportunity with gratitude and worked even harder than before every single day. Years later, Kiran became one of the most respected woodcutters in the entire region. He helped young workers who had lost hope, reminding them that difficult seasons never last forever. Whenever someone asked how he became successful, Kiran simply smiled and pointed toward the old tree. He said, "I thought my story was over, but the tree showed me that every ending can become a beautiful new beginning. Just like the seasons change, life also changes, and even the hardest days can make us stronger. Kiran's story is also for you. If life feels empty today, don't lose hope. Just like the tree, your better days will come.